What's going on, everybody? This is Patrick from Porter's Unboxings, as you know. And today, guys, I have finally finished this match so I can review it for you guys. We are here to talk about the second time these two competed on pay-per-view in the same match. We are talking about All In Texas 2025. Yes, I've already reviewed this match. Swerve and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. But we're not here to talk about that match again. We are here to talk about the Texas Death Match. Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. Now, I have already reviewed Jon Moxley versus Hangman, Texas Death, but that was Revolution 23. This is All In Texas 25. Is this match better than the Revolution 23 match? Let's find out. So the match starts off with introductions. So starts off with some chain wrestling and some backing. So, like, who's the best ever? And now remember, Jon Moxley has locked the AEW Championship up in a briefcase since Wrestle Dream 24. To this day, I still have no idea why he did that. But now Jon Moxley is flipping off Hangman, and that makes him go haywire. So just connecting forearm shots to Jon Moxley. Kicks in the corner. And now Jon Moxley's back in control and has a fork. And just twisting the ear of Hangman. He has a fork, misses, and it goes into a turnbuckle. But Hangman has a fork as well. So a takedown into a triangle, and it's just pounding Moxley's head in with the fork. And now Moxley is opened up all over the place. I mean, he is gushing blood onto his shoulder as well. And now Hangman has barbed wire trying to connect it to his face because Moxley has it now. But Hangman gets control. And he's put into a bull choke and is just smearing the face of Hangman with the barbed wire. And now Hangman is busted open, but Marina Shafir is biting at Hangman's head. Moxley grabs a barbed wire steel chair. And he puts on a submission hold. And does a suplex on top of the barbed wire steel chair, and it's just elbowing Hangman in the face, smearing his blood onto his shoulder. And yeah, already I believe this is better than Revolution. But now Hangman's in control. He blocks it. He blocks going into the barbed wire, but gets booted, kicked in the face with the barbed wire steel chair. So Hangman is down for a 7 count. Moxley and Hangman go outside. A table is set up at ringside. Hangman is biting Moxley's head. And Hangman gets a cutter for his troubles. Now Marina Shafir is at ringside, of course, with Mox. And is grabbing glass. Or like a glass bottle. And now Moxley is smearing glass all over the ring. And is smearing the glass on Hangman's back. And is making Hangman eat the glass for some reason. And trying to pile drive him on the glass. But it doesn't work. Just smearing his back with the glass, and Hangman's back is cut up. And now pile driven into the glass head first. And yes, my AEW package has the label has been created, but it is not shipped yet. But it will be. And Jon Moxley pile driven. Hangman through glass again. I seriously have no idea how Hangman won this match, but I'm so glad he did, because Moxley's title reign was getting kind of sour. And with not seeing the championship ever. So, Jon Moxley brings in 2 chairs. On the top rope, Hangman headbutts Moxley. Moxley uses barbed wire to get control. I don't even know where he found barbed wire, to be honest. But he did. It is now wrenching the back of Hangman with the barbed wire. He throws it outside the ring, but he takes way too long. Hangman puts the chairs tilt first. And Moxley is showboating, but doesn't know Hangman is up. So Jon Moxley gets power bombed onto the chairs. So yeah, it also is counteracting with the glass on the floor. Hangman has barbed wire in his hand and does a lariat twice. but a standing lariat, not a bug shot. But here comes Willier with a steel chair. And it gets clotheslined with barbed wire for his measures. And reverse. Angel's wings to Mox into the glass. Who's going to save Mox now, you think? Marina Shafir shaves Mox. And she gets attitude adjusted through the table. Marina Shafir is out. And Moxley gets sent headfirst into the barbed wire. And the dead eye on the glass as well. And Hangman says, count, he's done. But here comes Claudio. He beats up Hangman for a while. And Yuta. I'll just call him Yuta for the time being. Goes, whatever. And here comes Will Ospreay to save Hangman. As you know, Swerve and Will won the match against the Young Bucks to save their AEW World Championship opportunity. So now the now the Death Riders are breaking Will Ospreay's neck, power driven onto the floor. And they're just letting Hangman just survive at this point. And Claudio is putting a chair around Will Ospreay's neck, and breaking it. So now Will Ospreay is getting carted off. The doctors are checking on him. Hangman now is back in control. John Moxley has a sleeper hold on him. Does Moxley put him through the table with a suplex, or does Hangman? Nope. Moxley puts Hangman through the barbed wire tables. Will is getting carted off, like I said. Now just chain wrestling. And pile driven. And with a chokehold. To Hangman Adam Page. Hangman wakes up. He gets a Death Rider through a chair. And John Moxley throws a fit because Hangman wakes up. He wants a plastic bag to put Hangman down. But there's someone on Mount Everest who wants to take everything from Mox. It is Darby Allin. Darby Allin is coming back from the Mount Everest after planting the flag on top of Mount Everest, the AEW flag. But Darby Allin doesn't come back just yet. We have a man with a blue mask. Turns out to be Bryan Danielson. Yes, kneeing Yuta in the face, and then doing the yes kicks to Claudio and Gabe Kidd. Doing a suicide dive. And then coming down from the rafters, we have Darby Allin returning. Doing a coffin drop on top of the Death Riders. Bryan Danielson taking out Yuta. And a bugshot lariat to Mox. Moxley gets up and no-sells it. No-sells it. Hangman does a dead eye through a table on the outside. Moxley gets up. The Young Bucks are out here after losing their EVP status. Super kicks Hangman. Does an EVP trigger. Connects it. And then we see Mox and Marina get a bed of nails. Yes, a bed of nails. Not barbed wire, nails. Moxley does a stomp on top of the nails. And does a Death Rider on top of the nails as well. Like, how in the world did Hangman win this match? I will never understand it. I won't. And then we have Marina get the AEW title or the briefcase and is shackled and handcuffed from Prince Nana. So you know Swerve is right behind them. So Swerve comes out with a chain and knocks out the Young Bucks. And hands the chain to Hangman. Even though they have this great rivalry, he wants Jon Moxley out of commission with the AEW World title. So he helps Hangman. Hangman wraps the chain around Moxley's neck, throws him out of the ring, and hangs him. The same way, oh wait, that doesn't work. So he does a bugshot lariat to Mox, and Mox lands on the bed of nails. Yes, he lands on the bed of nails. And the ring is just filled with blood. So he's wrapping the chain around his neck, throws him outside the ring again. Just like he did at Revolution 23. And Hangman wins the match with Jon Moxley tapping out. The same way he won at Revolution 23, by the way. And Hangman wins. He unhooks the briefcase to reveal that the AEW Championship is real. And Hangman becomes the new AEW World Champion. Guys, tell me what you thought of the Texas Death Match from All In. Is it better than the one at Revolution? I think it is. Because you got the bed of nails, you got everything else, and this time it was for the championship. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. This has been Patrick from Porter's Unboxings, as you know. And I'm out. Peace.